Well, as you can see, I'm dressed in my best outfit. I'm going to do some cleaning today. I've just got up and I want to do my slow cooked beef ribs so I don't have to think about food, and then I can just do what I have to do for the day and it'll be ready for dinner. Alright, so I've just got a bit of sweet potato that I'm chopping up. So I put the sweet potato in. It's about one. I've got, as you can see, I'm not chopping, you know, it's just big chunks. Now, if you're not a fan of big chunks of onion, although they go really soft, then you can go to the colour finer. But this is just me in the morning, my day fit, thinking I've got a lot to do today. I don't want to have to think about food tonight. One potato, so that was 2 large onions, or 3 small ones. Now, you can put any vegetable in this if you like, but I always like to put in one potato because it seems to make the sauce thicker. So there, I've got a potato. Now what have I got here? I've got a couple of zucchinis. So they break down fairly well, so I'm going to chop them into largish chunks. Oh, that's a bit of yolk. Yeah. So nothing exciting. I don't do mornings very well. I'm a morning person. So chunks in. Put all the veggies in first. And really, any vegetable you like, peas, beans, frozen peas, choco, cauliflower, whatever your family will eat, you can put it in because all the nutrients is going in the sauce. Now I've got a bit of broccoli here that's looking a bit secondhand. But that's okay. Still tastes good in the slow cooker. Everything tastes good in the slow cooker. But the key is to just make sure that you just chop everything up, put it in. Oh, that's right. I'll see, my brain doesn't function in the morning. Put all the vegetables on the bottom. Oh, carrots. I forgot about carrots. Okay, carrots. So easy. Carrots tend to stay together. So I chop them in rounds like that. Okay. I'll put the end bit in. Oh well, it doesn't matter. They're organic carrots, so all tastes good. As you can see, this is a really, really easy recipe. Not too hard. There's the end. And I've got a few mushrooms, not a lot, because I've only got a couple left in the bag, but I want to get rid of them because I'm not going to use them for anything else. Chuck those in. But honestly, any vegetable that you like. Okay, so this is 1 kilo of short cut beef ribs. So they are, the beef ribs are big. So you can use, these are quite fatty, but they make it very flavoursome, and they should be under $10 a kilo. If they're any more than that, don't buy them because they're ripping you off. The beef ribs are great because they have lots of fat, but if you don't like that, then use a smaller, not smaller, use a cheap cut of meat like blade or chuck steak or anything like that. So just use a kilo of meat. Now, this recipe does me for about, I don't know, 5 dinners, but I usually have 1 dinner and I put it in my little aluminium takeaway containers and put it in the freezer. It freezes really well. So we're going to put in a pinch of salt, some cracked pepper. This is my secret ingredient, but you don't have to put it in if you don't have it. This is smoky paprika. That is 1 large teaspoon. and this is organic passata, 1 bottle. And fill that up with about, I don't know, half a cup of water. Rinse off the jar, pour it in, put the lid on, and that is my Italian slow cooked beef ribs. Easy, takes 5 minutes, and put it on high for about 6 hours or low for about 8 hours, and it's just the most beautiful dinner. You can put some red wine and all sorts of stuff in it, but it just tastes good just like that. So have a play around with any veggies you like. Make sure you put 1 potato in, and I'll be back when it's cooked just to give you a look at what it looks like. Okay, bye. So my Italian slow cooked beef ribs have been cooking on high for almost 5 hours. And what I like to do now, if you are at home, take the lid off. If you're not, just let them cook for the full 6 hours or 8 hours on low, your choice. But I like to take the lid off just so a bit of the liquid starts to evaporate so you get a thicker sauce. That's all, but it doesn't make any difference to the actual flavour of the slow cooked beef ribs. Okay, so I'll be back when they're done. Well, my slow cooked Italian beef ribs are spectacular. Now I have to do a season. The reason why you season at the end is because it could be really concentrated if you do it at the beginning. I've got a teaspoon of salt, which I'm going to sprinkle around. A teaspoon of sugar. Now you go, why sugar? Why do you have to put sugar in it, Liz? Well, because of the acidity of the tomatoes, the sugar balances out the flavours. Okay. And it balances out that acidity. Alright, so yum. Oh, let me just taste that. Perfect. Seriously, could it get any yummier than that? Alright, so I've got a spoon and I've got all my big chunky. Now I normally serve this with couscous, but I couldn't be bothered, but you can go and see how to make basic couscous. And so this is my yummy, yummy, yummy stew, and it's really, really easy. Okay, and so I did that this morning, did lots of things, and it's done. So if you're making it, yum, bon appetit. See you later.